shit. Here we go again.
I'm not saying free Kelly, free R. Kelly. What I'm saying is free Robert.
Stop it. Get some help.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Emotional damage.
Save.
I don't care what nobody say. I like the intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Make It Make Sense. I'm your host, the one and only Monray Hudson, representing the Blurred Cartel. Make sure y'all follow, like, and subscribe on everything that you're watching, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram. I don't care. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Send all the nice things. We appreciate y'all. And of course, I am not alone. I am joined by a wonderful crew representing Overall 99 Media. First and foremost, for all of my mental issues, we have a therapist. Please introduce yourself.
It is your boy, La Therapist. The Alphas LMA looking cute, looking clean, looking sexy. And I'm finna break down the mental of all of these people, including some of you. Let me offend you. Let's go.
Speaking of offense, we have the one and only person who will offend everything that you stand for. We have somebody from the dregs of Twitter itself, AfroCommie765. What is it?
You already know. It's your local neighborhood scumbag here to give the folks their daily dose of dirtbag. Same gimmick, different day. You know the vibes.
Of course. And then we have none other than the legendary, the one and only Do You Hear Me, aka Black Panther is mid, Black Panther 2 is the GOAT. It is Unico Williams. What it is and what it do.
Hey, how's it going? I think we're a little overstated on that GOAT statement, but it's a pretty good movie.
Of course, you're willing to shed a tear. And of course, this is Make It Make Sense. We got to take all the trending topics, hot takes, bad opinions all over the world. And please believe there's a lot of those that have been going on this week, all revolving around a simple man. His name is Kanye West. Yes, he is back again because he will never leave. For some reason, Kanye continues to do some of the most controversial things that we have seen in the recent media. And as you can clearly see in his mouthpiece, that is a Balenciaga mouthpiece, as he is standing by Balenciaga. But that is not all that my man has done over the course of this week. You know, Balenciaga has been questionable for using children in some very obscene ways in some of their commercials. But that's just one thing that he's done. Not only that, he's managed to get himself banned from Twitter yet again by the great Elon Musk. Yes, Elon's free Twitter. He even said against that he's incited violence. He cannot stand for. Why did he decide to ban him? Simply because Kanye has gone even further, being on InfoWars, which is an information news channel. I'd rather not say what we like and don't like about InfoWars. They said some controversial things, and he has came out with even more controversial statements now showing approval of Hitler's personality, I guess you would say, or like just approval of Hitler in a few different ways, which it seems to have gotten him even more banned and more questioned out of everything that he has done. Kanye has just ran almost all the way out at this point. Like at this point, I don't really know what's the left, what else he can do. What has he done? It's just Kanye has just been. You can't even say he's been Kanye at this point. Kanye has just been.
I know what he's doing next.
I mean, he went so far as to there were even a few more things. My man decided to bust out with his last tweet. You know, I saw Chris Paul. You know, with my former wife. Like what? So wait. And Chris Paul is married. For anybody that's wondering, he said he saw Chris Paul with his wife. He just this recently after also. Kim K is literally him and her have officially separated with their divorce. She is getting $200,000 a month in child support from a man, and then everything just went downhill from there. So I would simply ask everybody on this panel, what is the crazy, like, what was the therapist can say what he wants to say, that's fine. But everybody, I would just simply ask you, what was the one thing you saw Kanye did or say this week that got you? What was the one that got you? Now, I guess we'll go a little different today. Unico Williams, classic Kanye West, former supporter. I don't know your current status. What was the thing that stuck out to you this week about Kanye and his action?
I mean, for a second there, I was wholly enamored with the whole "I like Hitler" statement. That's what grabbed me. And then Chris Paul caught the stray. And I was more interested in that story. I was like, what? This can't be true. I can fly if I wanted to. In the words of Toy Story. That's where I'm at. I was 100%. I was like, okay, this man is a stringent Hitler supporter, right? Is that what I'm gathering from this? And then he's like, but no, but Chris Paul, I caught Chris Paul with King. What? Why didn't you say that when you was calling out everybody else that you said she was sleeping with? Like, I don't get it. You said Drake did it. You said somebody else. And I think that at this point, what was even more interesting, even that, is could Kim Kardashian's team beat any team in the NBA today? I think that's a valid question at this point. I was like,
Kim on the Kardashians team, because if you add Devin Booker and then you add like Lamar Odom and now the whole squad,
it's a formidable team. It's like I'm like, all right, we can maybe get Chris Humphries to sit in the corner and shoot some threes. Maybe.
He on the bench, dog. That team too deep.
No, they don't have a center. So I started thinking about
Jordan, right? Lamar.
I started thinking about this fantasy. I started thinking about this fantasy Kim Kardashian team or Kardashian team or Jenner team, and I was like, Vegas got some. Vegas got some going. Those are my thoughts on it. You spent all day being anti-Semitic and was like, nigga, and Chris Paul. That's where I'm at. And that's
the last thing too. The last thing he's saying is Chris Paul stuck my life before I get banned. Like,
Chris Paul is sitting somewhere acting like he's hurt. And he's just eating spaghetti one day. He's just eating spaghetti with his family. They're having a great family dinner in Phoenix, Arizona. And next thing you know, he's looking at his phone and it's like, nigga, I know I'm not trending for what I'm trending for. Really?
It's like Kanye really hates me.
Shout out to his wife who's having to endure this. Shout out to everybody else that's on the banana boat trip. That if they knew anything about that, because I know if I was on the banana boat trip and if Chris Paul allegedly really did this, I know you told me you're gonna hit me up like, bro, guess who I just hit? I gotta call LeBron. I gotta call Melo. I gotta say, look, bro, you won't believe who I just hit. So me and D Book, we's over there chilling, right? And that's how it starts.
Oh my god!
So you're saying the whole league already knew if he really did, if he snapped Kim K, the whole league already knew.
D Book threw him a lob, bro. He couldn't resist it.
Man,
I don't believe it, but it's a fun story to talk about.
To everybody watching, like when he refers to some of the things that Kanye said, I can't show the video of Kanye on InfoWars and what he said.
Don't call it Afro Wars. That's a stray over. No. That's InfoWars, not Afro Wars. That's a different.
We give Tori a show and he gonna interview guests. It's gonna be called Afro Wars.
But I can't share that info. I can't share that video because that video is starting to be banned and like done away with everywhere. So I can't show it. I can't show the information. Basically, he was saying that all humans have good qualities and good things about them, and he quoted especially Hitler, and it's just like that. It's not what you say. It's not just no in every way. But since we got questionable statements out there, Afro Commie 765, one of the men known on Twitter for the most controversial statements. It is what it is. Please tell me, what was the thing that Kanye has done over the course of this week that got to you, the one that's stuck in your craw? Let me know.
Why was he flaming the fucking Prime Minister of Israel? Why? What did he do? Like, he was like, I'm going after the biggest Jew on the market.
You talking about Ari?
No, Net and Yahoo. The Net. Yahoo.
Got it.
Yeah. I was gonna say the Prime Minister of Israel. But bro, I was like, this nigga is, and he's running for president. Remember, folks. So the first thing he had to do was diss a foreign power before he decided to really. Now you know he's really serious about running America. He's already starting foreign conflicts. That was the wildest thing to me, because I feel like a lot of people didn't really pay attention to that. I was like, this is kind of crazy, sitting next to Alex Jones with Nick Fuentes. At least they left Milo at home this time.
Let's not go.
Yo, listen. Listen, the dude had a Netanyahu, and he's like, this Netanyahu, and literally Alex Jones said, "Am I in the Twilight Zone?"
Yeah, bro. I didn't understand it either. I didn't know where it came from. I was like, why? He was like, yo, I'm going to Jewish people. Hey, why not?
What? Why you really bring a Yahoo drink in a net?
I don't know.
While wearing a full face mask, talking to Alex Jones on InfoWars.
I was at the barbershop today, by the
Tim
way.
Pool.
And I apologize. I don't mean to interrupt. I just this one thing. I was at the barbershop today. You know, the perpetual. No, I didn't set up a schedule. This is a straight walk-in barbershop, and he said that had to be a paid actor, and that's why they didn't show his face on there. And I was like, wow, that's an angle I didn't think about. That maybe that wasn't Kanye there.
Shut the fuck up.
Yo, they even made
Shut
that
the
joke
fuck
on
up.
InfoWars. He literally made a joke like, "Oh, that's not really Kanye." Though.
It's still his voice though. Like regardless,
I mean, I think
he's not denying.
No, that was Kanye. Y'all know.
No, I mean, regardless, it's associated with him. and he's
That
not
was
denying.
Kanye.
So I mean, either way,
You can tell by the shape of his head.
Okay, now we're going to. But regardless of that, I'm not worried about this. The fact of it is, it's associated with him, and he's not denying it. I mean, like I said, we go through this entire.
Nick wouldn't roll with the body double.
I don't know what to start with Kanye with. I don't know at this point because he's done so much just over the last 2 months,
2 years.
Bruh.
No, we ain't go 2 years.
It got bad.
Couple of months.
You know what the camel that broke because this Hitler stuff, we knew this already. Charlemagne the God said this shit years ago. He said, fucking Kanye has an obsession with Hitler, and niggas was like, nah, that's crazy. And now Kanye's telling us this. I mean, I think what broke the camel's back, yo, like I said, when he called that nigga and was like, there's a white boy with a 10-inch dick fucking my wife and you won't help me? I think that's when it was over. It's all been
You
a
don't call
downward.
Charlemagne for help.
So Charlemagne can't help. What are y'all saying?
Bruh, that was I think that was the kicker. When that happened, I think once he heard all the rumors about old Pete, he was like, dang, this nigga's packing, Andy's packing out my wife. This is crazy.
Like,
So he tries to call Charlemagne, who is a close friend of Pete Davidson.
I'm really trying to think what thing got me this week from like, I don't know what got me what got me from like Kanye has done so much at this point. I don't know if.
Do you want to put in a box of this week?
No, I'm just trying to zero just this week.
Yo, the box of this week is
just this week alone. He done got so much.
Hell, if you go back to last week, you still got Tim Pool and a bunch of other shit he did too.
I think it would have to be. It has to be going on InfoWars. InfoWars has been known to be a source show of, without trying to know.
He got to go on Destiny next.
It's been known to show for questionable statements and information throughout the years of its inception. We'll just go with that. It's been known for very, very questionable statements. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go in there and say one of the most questionable things I think we've heard in recent history.
Alex Jones was trying to go crazy too by saying George Soros was helping Hitler. I'm like, George Soros was like a teenager, and Hitler killed his parents. You are a psychopath, my guy. What is wrong?
That's not funny.
Alex Jones, like that's like saying he killed my parents. Then you started helping him at 14 years old.
After he met your parents.
Something Winter Soldier.
Yeah, like was it parents or was it auntie and uncle? It was somebody who was living with whoever.
I was gonna say it was some sort of guardian.
Yeah, whoever he was living with. He just and then he had to hide and pretend he wasn't one of them. So he's like, ugh.
Why is this all of a sudden becoming the Marvel Comics extended universe at this point?
Nick Fuentes
Kanye lost it, bro.
Oh, that's my biggest thing of the week.
Multiverse of Madness.
Nick Fuentes is throwing a cup at that couple that was in there after they threw ketchup at him.
Who killed Tony Stark's parents?
Hilarious.
Who killed Tony Stark's parents?
Milo Yiannopoulos killed Tony Stark's parents.
Finally, we come all the way around. Let's have a piece. I ain't gonna ask you what your moment was because you're a therapist and you want to break stuff down. So please have the floor and break down this weekend Kanye West.
No fence.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta be decisive, nigga. I don't want to know.
Listen,
no circles.
There ain't gonna be no circles. Cause let's start off with offending people. I want to talk to you, cause I blame y'all. Y'all are the reason Kanye at this point.
You mean Joe?
Not y'all, but the people that support
Joe.
Kanye.
No, Joe.
Y'all, for so many years.
So that one there was a violation. Personally, I wouldn't have it. And if
I'm prepared to be attacked right now. Hey, talk to me. Talk to me, Zell, man.
Years, y'all led into his narcissistic tendencies of calling him a genius when he did nothing but make good music, which he could be considered a musical genius easily. But then he started calling himself a genius to the point he started saying that his biggest regret in life would be that he could never see himself perform. And no, for some reason, we all just ignore that. Like, okay, this man is talking legit insane. Then he continues to go on his random rants, and y'all keep calling him a genius. And then he start talking a little bit more crazy. And all of a sudden, everyone tells me, Tori, Joe, Monte, that he has a plan. This is all part of this genius scheme to break the system because Kanye is a genius. He lost all his money because he wanted to get out of his Adidas country. And then he ended up at Skechers and begging them for money. Then y'all tell me that this is all the plan to be president. And then he ruined it by just going after everybody on the planet. A little slick diss at Farrakhan. He dissed Dave Chappelle. The only person that really checked on him when he first got there. Because he went at the king, he said. Again, tendencies that y'all allowed to pursue. We saw the man needed help. J. Cole warned y'all a long time ago. Bill Burr even warned y'all in 2017. Like if you close your eyes and listen to him, you'll be like, this man is insane, unhinged. And just close your eyes, don't think it's Kanye. Because everybody like, oh, Kanye being Kanye. To the point now that if I see you defending Kanye, I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to assume you're stupid. You're an idiot. And I don't have to conversate with you about Kanye. We could talk about sports. We could talk about anything else. But if you defend Kanye at this point, you are a moron. And I don't care what you have to say. Not to Kanye part. The crazy thing is we've seen these tendencies. He was coming up. And all of a sudden you start realizing that he's not okay. He has a lot of mental health things. And people need help. And the thing that scares me, Monte, is that he's in this zone where he feels like everybody trying to control him. So if you try to get him help, it's going to look like control. So it's going to like spiral even more. You know what I mean? Like, oh, they trying to get me. They trying to give me the medicine to control me.
Listen, he has been on record stating that he is done taking his meds. We know this man is he has diagnosed mental issues that he is choosing to abstain from taking the medicine by his own account. I mean, can we really be surprised at his behavior? Can we really at this point?
Yeah, to the point where he goes on the most banned people shows. He's hanging out with Lauren Lopper.
I already told you, bro, the Toxic Avengers.
Lauren Lopper is here. She's Wonder Woman of the Toxic Avengers. She is Joe. I don't know if you know who she is, Joe. She is a Jewish woman who actively tried to have sex with Nazis.
She was a swastika hunter.
And they hate her. So it was like the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Where they literally like she's the one that had that conversation and calling them like she hates Milo though. That's how level of Milo though. She hates Milo.
Hey, I'm not feeling like you're reading me right now. As a Kanye supporter, I'm not feeling like you're reading me.
No, I think he was just sort of breaking down why Kanye.
We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay.
No, I just like I said, if you have broken.
I'm not feeling attacked yet. I'm sorry. I'm just
Joe. If you're still supporting at this point,
Joe, the reason you don't feel attacked is because you broke free of your chains. I literally just said if you support Kanye, you're an idiot. Like if you don't feel offended by that, I don't know how much offended you are. You should be. But like I said, fair. He's hanging out with Milo, a gay Nazi. He's hanging out with a Jewish Nazi.
No, hey, he went through conversion camp.
Oh yeah,
okay? No, I'm not gonna lie. If you look at Milo is still gay. Okay, the conversion camp didn't work, folks. I hate to tell you guys.
He's also hanging out with an Amish Nazi.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
Amish Nazi is crazy.
He's with a Jewish woman that wants to have sex with
Kanye's
Nazis.
cabinet's gonna be wild. What if this is Kanye's cabinet when he wants to be president?
Joe, listen, Joe,
this
you
is
know
how
how
he's
crazy
rocking.
it is? He's a Jewish woman that wants to have sex with Nazis.
No,
Like-
you had you had me at Amish.
Yeah, he got the
The
Amish
Amish
Nazis.
Nazis.
Yeah.
How can if you live a simple life, how can you find in your place to hate people?
He found the one.
Well, only Jewish people.
He found the one. I have never seen, and everybody gonna be like, okay, it's something. Oh, I'm sorry. They neo-Nazis.
Is
Nazis,
that the one book they had in the Amish library was mine?
It was Mein Kampf. Mein Kampf was the only book in their Amish library.
No, he stole it from the Amish library, so they don't even know about it because he the only one took it and he left away with it. Like it's
yeah, he probably is the only Amish Nazi.
like, I'm offended. A Nazi told me the other day don't call them Nazis because they're not true. So they're neo-Nazis.
They're not actually nationalists like that.
Yeah,
man.
they are neo-Nazis. Then I'm sorry, my
Yeah,
bad. I'm
neo.
offended.
Is that the same as Neo Xeon?
Yes.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, the point is they are offended by because simply calling them Nazis, they're not full-blooded because they pretend like they're not, even though they are. And Nazis
They're
don't
like
like that.
Neopets, only they're Nazis.
Yeah. So the Nazis are offended by them, so they got to be called neo-Nazis because they don't openly say they're Nazis. They just like, hey, I exhibit a lot of Nazi beliefs. And Alex Jones was uncomfortable in an interview, and that's the strangest thing.
That's the crazy part. Kanye made Alex Jones uncomfortable. How does that happen? This dude is out here calling bereaved parents freaking crisis actors. How do you make
Literally
him uncomfortable?
$50 million down, and he's feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah. Done been to court.
Hey, I take everybody. I'm not going to offend every Kanye, but it's one specifically that I follow on Twitter. I forgot her name, but she is amazing because she told me there's pyramids in every state, even though she's never left Florida. So shout out there.
All right, see, you're coming from a goddamn, that's a tampered with source for material. Florida's different, bro.
I can agree. I will agree with that.
She said
they be wrestling alligators and shit.
She says a pyramid in Mississippi. I'm like, I've been all over this state. I've never seen a pyramid. I'm pretty sure it's hard. She said they hide it. I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's hard to hide a pyramid. But that's the people that defend Kanye now. So y'all know how I came to this conclusion.
Are you sure it wasn't a troll? That sounds mad troll.
No. I thought it was, but she believes in reptile people that rules the government. So,
bro, I swear everyone who believes in that shit's a troll to me. They don't really believe that in their heart of hearts. I'd like to think not.
But they believe that Hitler liked black people, so that also is a thing.
That's crazy.
Help.
And for the people that don't know that, read Hitler's autobiography that he pushed out himself on
No,
live
that's
TV.
the problem. No, nobody read any of that.
No, I didn't know. No,
Have you
This-
never read Mein Kampf?
No.
I want y'all to understand. Y'all keep telling me these lines. I want y'all to
Stop.
read his literal thing
Now
and tell me.
Now you on Kyrie time.
No,
You can't be
listen.
telling people to read.
Listen, Jeff Bezos said he ain't taking the book off. I can be offensive.
I
They can read
guarantee
whatever they
it's
want to read.
somewhere in the Library of Congress. It's somewhere in there, so they can't get you for. If it's there, it's everywhere.
Margie Taylor Greene disavowed Nick Fuentes. That's how crazy this group is. Margie, like, I just want y'all to understand how crazy this was. I have never seen this week in a human being's life. This is like movies can literally be made about it. And somehow Sneeko was randomly here.
Made. No, that's crazy. They left Sneeko out of Alex Jones.
He's in every one of these interviews except for they never show him. They like, hey, sit on the side.
Oh, he was there?
No, yes, he would. They said he was in the background, but because I think they said he's gonna interview him next on Alex Jones if he stayed. But,
oh my lord!
I think they were dissing this.
When are your sensitivity classes starting, and when are you going to apologize to the Jewish people for perpetuating Hitler rhetoric and literature?
Listen,
you told us to go read Hitler, and like I feel compelled to do it now. So
listen.
So it's your fault.
He wrote it while he was in jail. If that makes you feel
I'm trying to help you because there are crazy people who believe he liked black people and literally said, "I do not like the Negroids." So I'm trying to help you. So,
but what else will I read going up to that point though? I might read other
things. You read about him falling in love with his cousin, and later, or was it his cousin or his niece that he married? One of the two.
And the other thing is that he he got these ideas from America. This is the one that get us canceled and kicked off the thing. He got inspired by America. That's where he got this from. America had it right in treating the way they treat their slaves. He was inspired.
Anybody else has anything?
We did win the war.
Anything else to say to get off their chest about the whole Kanye situation before we
Hitler's done some good things.
I mean,
no, he did not make your mic, and he did not invent the highway. I don't know where he got that from.
What he said, he invented highways. I was like, nigga, roads, roads, nigga. He did none of roads.
It was so crazy. He was just saying. I felt like, yo, Kanye be on 4chan, nigga. I promise. That's what I want to tell.
I got one more thing I want to say. How addicted to porn you are that you watch Instagram and it's like a porn addiction to you.
Yeah.
Instagram don't even allow nudity. How did you? Are you jacking off the people fully clothed?
Him comparing porn to pedophilia was a wild take.
They gonna wear that little net though. They gonna wear that little weird net that they do, and then all that. It ain't real.
You gotta look that hard.
Yeah, you have to search hard for it because they will ban it if they see it, if they get it. So you had to I get if you said Twitter. I'm like, okay, Twitter. Why? Instagram?
Yeah, that is wild.
I mean,
they be deleting niggas' Instagrams for no reason.
You know what I'm saying? The Instagram? How hard did you have to look for that, man?
Hey, Kanye managed to get goddamn banned in free speech Twitter. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I said what?
Tomorrow he showed a picture of Elon Musk with Ari getting sprayed.
It was, bruh. We're watching him have a whole manic episode. Like, this is for real a midlife crisis, yo. But it's so entertaining. It's so entertaining, yo.
No, we passed midlife crisis. My man is throwing people under the bus. They got to deal with their own. You do Chris Paul. You throw other people with their own stuff.
Unless somebody goes 5150 Kanye, we're going to be watching this for the foreseeable future, I feel like.
I don't know about that.
They're gonna ban Kanye. They're gonna ban him for real.
No, I said like he keep going.
He gonna bring back Sunday services and they're fucking ruining everybody. He's gonna get some small town trampled on.
If we be honest, if he go get some help in some therapy or something, and then all the regular people who like his music
gotta
gonna be like, okay.
Get help though.
But he said, Monte said, is he redeemable? If he actually get help and do something, all the people that like his music.
To get help.
Well, that's a hypothetical, but like I said, Monte said if he's redeemable, yes, if he gets help, and then all the people that like his music, I'm like, look, Kanye's good again. And then you're gonna say something about black people supporting black people, and then everybody be like, yeah, Kanye's back.
We shall see.
I need George Bush to come out and say Kanye hates black people.
But that was only part one of the questionable things that's going on this week. Let's move on to part two, which we have the return of somebody else. Deshaun Watson. Afro-Com, I know you're not interested in sports, but you're interested in this one. Deshaun Watson, the man who was accused of 20 plus questionable things and negative things going on with his massage therapist and massage sessions. We already know his story. Those civil suits were settled. The crazy thing about it is that some of his accusers, a good chunk of them, I believe it's around maybe 10, have decided that they're going to go to his first game back. And it was announced by their representative lawyer, Tony Busby, who's gotten famous because of this. And they're going to his first game, just, for reasons of they wanted to be not forgotten about. I think that's what their term might be, and I might be wrong about that one. But just they want to attend his first game, which is this Sunday. And there are definitely a bunch of mixed feelings about their reasoning as to why they would want to attend his game. And before anybody gets into it, from my understanding, they're not attending the game to just be in the regular stands. They're going to be in the suite. So he's not going to see them most likely. It's going to be their own private suite away from like most of the general public. And so then comes to understand, why are they going to the game, which would be my main question, because I'm just of the mindset that if he did these horrible things to you, we're not going to speak on the case or anything of that nature, but if he did these horrible things.
Is this some weird reverse intimidation?
Well, he won't see us.
That's the thing about that. He's not gonna see them. It's like I thought about that. Like, okay, maybe they just want to, be in the.
They just want to make their presence known.
But
Because
if
I don't
they're
want
in
to
a
just say,
suite,
are they clout? Is this just a wild clout chase?
Are we getting Instagram pics?
Bruh, definitely, probably.
I'm just
Probably.
of the mindset.
They're definitely
If
flicking
he
it
did
up.
these things, I don't understand. Just trying to move on with your life, but instead, okay, so you're going to go face them. That seems like something that would be done more.
Are the court proceeds done? Like they're done dealing with them in
Oh,
court?
that's all done. They
They got paid. They can afford sweets now,
already
baby.
got
Okay, then this is just a wild clout chase, bruh. This is just a wild. If it's already been settled in court, this is just a
Everything's
wild
settled
clout
in court,
chase.
as far as I know. Like,
This is just a
all
wild clout chase. Then
23 to 24 of them. Those cases, they're all settled. They all did settlements out of court and everything. That's all done away with, and it confuses me. I can't lie because I'm just in the mindset that if somebody did these things to you,
you want to be as far away from this as possible.
Yeah, you face them in court, and, behind closed doors. If you want like one-on-one sessions to.
Okay. So there was some settling going on then.
They all were settled.
Oh, okay.
I think one might not be settled.
This is the clout chasiest clout chase that I've seen in a minute.
This best is the clout chasing clout chase. Like, as far as I know, they were all done. I don't understand. You want to go to the game, okay, but you're gonna be in a suite away from them. It's a lot of y'all. So he's not gonna see you most likely. Like if he's on the field, most likely he could just see maybe the box or the suite they in, but he's not gonna really see them for the majority of the game.
What if they get packed out by some wild fans?
They're gonna be in a suite.
No, they're in Houston. They're in Houston.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm
this
at a
game
loss.
is
I
in
can't lie.
Houston.
I'm at a complete loss.
Oh. Well then, yeah. What if they get packed out by some
Like,
fans?
you would just want to move on with your life, be done with them. And different people during different sessions had various.
Especially if you got paid already.
Did the Texas buy these suites just to try to mess with his mind? Because the Texas bought him
I don't know that, but they would have to bought the suite.
It's a credible argument that they're trying to take him off his game so that they can.
Yeah, if the Texas bought it,
so that they can win their second game of the year.
Yeah, that's why I said the Texas owner. By the way, that lawyer is the Texas owner lawyer too, right? Am I wrong?
Oh,
they
I don't know about that.
Check
I
it
know
out.
he's a lawyer.
I'll look it up.
They know each
Is
other.
there some
like
interleague espionage going on here, gentlemen? Is that what you guys are
there's
telling
nothing
me?
going on here. This is
The league already done dealt with him. They already done suspended him for 12 games. The league, like, we done it this. Well, I ain't gonna say they feel like they may have they wanted to do more. I know the league initially wanted to suspend it for a year, but after
this is, in my opinion, a nothing burger. This also takes away the validity of their story because this makes no sense at all.
Busby is the Texas owner. Busby, is that the girl's lawyer?
Yeah, he's the lawyer.
The lawyer and the
owner of the Texas lawyer.
Let's be clear. I'll make it clear.
I've just confirmed it.
The Texas owner and this lawyer are really good friends, which already lends to this whole conspiracy theory that they just try to do this because Deshaun wanted out. Deshaun got out. The problem here in this whole story is like, okay, 10 people, bruh. If you do something wrong to me, I'm not going to your game to let you know like I'm here and stand in the rafters like Sting.
Bro, so if they show up with trench coats and baseball bats.
So all his demons are just in the stands and he's got to
damn, oh my all his demons in the stands.
But I gotta go throw a slant.
Allegedly, they settled. That's alleged.
I allegedly have to throw an accurate slant. There's that.
But don't think about it. They're not. If they are in the suite, like the report supposedly say, they're not.
Hey, are they gonna put them on the? Are they gonna put them on the screen at some point?
Hold on, Kami. What you say?
Appreciate it, Tay.
What you appreciate you, Tay?
He will not see them most likely if they're like high up in a suite in Houston, in the Houston state. Like they're most likely not gonna see them.
What if they're just fucking with them with the fact that like I just want you to know that they're here. You might not see them, but they're here. That's in the back of his mind, or he's gonna be like these hoes was lying.
Texas
was lying. I'm about to ball out on you niggas.
Texas.
Or
Donald Trump a real one, dog. Donald Trump put him in the front row. Put him sideline seat. Put him on the sideline.
Sit them on the bench. Now you sit them girls on the bench on the Houston Texans bench.
Put them in the end zone, the opposite end zone, having like,
or walk them out at halftime. Walk them out at halftime. Then you doing something.
No, you got to
Now
put them
it's
up
a
on the
story.
screen.
Now it's a story.
You put them up
Walk
on the
them out at
screen.
halftime.
you can ignore a screen. You put him on the field where he had to
Matter of fact,
acknowledge it.
walk them out during a TV timeout. Now I know it's real.
Oh,
They're not going to do that. But like, that's
Bring him out
something-
on the brown side too. They had to come through the brown side.
like,
hey,
it's
what
really
music are they
weird. It's
playing
really
for
weird.
them then? They might as well get the whole intro then.
Probably Lady Marmalade.
Oh, that's fire. See, I was thinking something like freaking
Or
I
Heartbreak
don't know,
Hotel.
something by Mariah Carey.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Tis the season.
Fair enough.
I just know it's weird. Like the whole situation
It's super
just seems weird. It just seems
Fair.
weird.
Super weird.
I figured, I would figure if somebody did something to you in that horrible negative way, and like I said, our prayers to the women and everybody involved and affected by this entire thing.
But I don't know if this is the play though. I really don't.
You wouldn't want to be near him at all. You wouldn't want to be near the game. Nothing. Like you like if anything, you would want to put like you might like release some statements or something like that. But I just don't. It doesn't make a lot of sense that you would just want to be. Like I get what Unico was saying. Okay, you might want him to see you to feel that impact. He's felt the impact for over a year. He's not. This isn't going to go away. This is something that's going to stick with him, for the rest of his career and his life in general. So
unlike Brett Favre,
whenever he
and Jeff Bezos,
whenever he goes to an away game, that's going to haunt him. People can't wait for him to have an away game so they control the shit out of him the rest of his career. That's his punishment.
Hey, listen, all I want to know is why Jeff Bezos and Brett Favre don't get this hate.
I have no idea.
I'm not gonna speak on it.
I can't tell the difference. They all human beings. I don't see color.
But let's go to the last one for today. Our last real one, and it's because some good things for this week. We had a bunch of surprise trailers come out. I'm gonna give y'all just the 3. I'm gonna ask you which one are you looking forward to the most, and which one are you least looking forward to the most? First and foremost, we had Marvel's Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3 dropped their first trailer. Don't get me wrong, I have generally zero idea what this is going to be about based off the trailer, but it looks interesting. I give all props to them, and it comes out around May of next year. That's one. And then, of course, Transformers snuck up out of nowhere. Beast Wars is back. Transformers Rise of the Beast, another movie where our boy Optimus is here. And then, surprisingly, I want to say maybe a couple of hours ago, Last of Us released their official teaser for Air Show from Sony, naturally, with their critically acclaimed Last of Us, the game, will have their show. I think it comes out in January. My question to my gentleman here, which one are you looking forward to the most, or any other possible things but just which one of these 3 are you looking forward to the most, which one the least? Afrokami765, the Underworld asks your need right now.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm looking forward to Beast Wars the most. I mean, come on, bruh. We all woke up on Saturday morning. We all watched the transition. I still remember when Beast Wars first started. I mean, you get to see raptors and pterodactyls and rhinoceros, and none of these creatures actually existed at the same point in time, really. But it was
Relax.
But it was so dope.
Such a Marvel fanboy, man. Just gotta be, just everything just has to be.
Joe is gonna get this point across, even if it doesn't make sense.
Just such a revisionist.
No,
nigga, rhinoceros didn't live with Tyrannosaurus.
No, being accurate is this whole thing.
That's part of what made it good. That's part of what made it good, Joe.
Right there, rhinoceros.
But he's gonna make sure he get that part out.
Good.
I'm just fucking with you, bro. I'm just playing.
You gotta let, bro. You don't want to see a cheetah fight a raptor, Joe? A cheetah fight a raptor, nigga?
It's totally canon. It's totally Earth canon. What you talking about?
No, but I'm saying, who doesn't want to see that? Who doesn't want to see cheetahs and raptors fight? Who doesn't want to see a pterodactyl fight a rhinoceros fight a white tiger? Come on.
I know these are things that
a white tiger that's teal on the inside. It's teal, bro.
It's just cool, and that's what I keep trying to tell you about the
And
Marvel
hey,
universe. It's
Optimus,
just cool. It's
Optimus's
just cool.
Big Papa Gorilla is lit. I mean, come on now.
And
Come
which
on
one are
now.
you least looking forward to?
The Last of Us, just because I've played The Last of Us, and then I played the remake of The Last of Us, and then I know the story of The Last of Us. I don't know if I need it. I know the story. I know it really well. I love the game. I don't know if I need a TV show of it, and it could be amazing. It could be some breakout hit. I'm sure we'll see. But yeah, no. And then Guardians of the Galaxy can fall in the middle because I didn't really, like you said, I didn't really take anything away from the trailer all like that plot wise, but it looks interesting. It looks really interesting. I'm here for it. But it's got to be Beast Wars.
In contrast, since you have a direct opposer today, Unico Williams, what are you looking forward to the most and the least out of these, please?
100% Beast Wars, bro. I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited. It hit me over the top of the head. I didn't even know that they were like even thinking of or discussing that because
that
I was
done fire too.
I was absolutely, and I was done with Transformers after the first one. Like when they kept doing more when they kept doing more Transformers, I was like, I don't really care.
I fucks with the Transformer movies. I can't help it.
I was like they said, hey, Transformers 2 is coming. I was like, no, I think I was good on the first one.
See, it got
and
really,
I really enjoyed
I liked it more after Shia LaBeouf bounced. I'm not even gonna stunt.
Maybe it was better. Maybe it was.
I liked it more after he left. So people did. Some people liked it less after he left, though. But you know how that goes.
I mean, the fact that they kept showing more and more Tyrese, and then the fact that it kept showing on TNT, I was like, yeah, this probably. I'm just not rocking with this. I'm not rocking.
Tyrese had to pay his child support, yo.
But I liked the first Transformers. I just was not enticed to see any more Transformers after that. And so now you hit me with the Beast Wars, which I actively collected those. Cheetor was my favorite. Cheetor versus the Velociraptor guy.
Yeah,
those were like my favorite.
The one that had the drill, bro.
And
Megatron was my favorite, bro. Big old purple T-Rex. It's lit. He was Super Beast freaking Barney.
I also bought all those toys from Osco's. Osco's is a pharmacy, and I used to buy all
in the mall.
I used to buy all of my Transformer toys from there. And then when they got bigger, when Megatron became a dragon, I had to go to KB Toys to buy that one.
KB Toys used to be lit. I got all my Dragon Ball Z toys from there.
That is 100% where I got these two guys from.
Let's go.
KB Toys. This is where I told my grandma, I said, we're not leaving the store unless she said, you can only have one. I said, no, I have to have both.
I used to get mad Spawn toys from KB Toys too. I was probably a little young to be getting Spawn toys, but Spawn was lit.
So I'm gonna get back to not Animorphs. I didn't say Animorphs.
Animorphs
get back to Beast Wars. Animorphs was a very good novel series. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I did not know this was coming. Is there some kind of time gap? Because I saw in the trailer where Optimus Primal, Optimus Primal, if you will.
It used to be Optimus Primate, but I feel like that might be too controversial.
It was Optimus Primal.
Is what they called
him on the show.
No,
are we gonna get a what's his name? Rata something. Remember his name?
Rata? The rat one. I remember the one you're talking about.
He was a funny wise guy.
And remember when they got the upgrades? He got wheels.
He did get wheels he was Meals on Wheels for cats. So what I'm saying to you is this: I'm very excited. I can't wait to see where they go with that one because again, I didn't even it makes sense that they would come with this, right?
I might legally watch this.
Like if you're trying to build on a franchise, like you got to go back into the past because Beast Wars came out of nowhere. By the way, that came out of nowhere as a cartoon. Because I don't even think they even wrote anything about that.
It was like a revitalization for Transformers.
There weren't even like comics about that. It just came up one day. I woke up in the morning before school and it's like, nigga, Beast Wars, nigga, and niggas is cheetahs. and white tigers. So I'm just saying I'm excited for that. Least excited, I'm gonna say Guardians of the Galaxy, because I just can't get into that franchise. Just because it's
You don't
not.
fuck with Chris Pratt?
I fuck with street level superheroes, and that's what I have
Oh
been
well,
doing.
these are cosmic.
And it starts with like in the Marvel universe, it's never felt appropriate for me. It's never felt appropriate for me to like for them to go outside of doing stuff in the streets. And so when they go out to do cosmic stuff, it just doesn't feel like comic
Sort of takes you out
heroes
of
to me.
the.
It doesn't feel like this guy behind me. It doesn't feel like that to me. So when they came up with Guardians of the Galaxy, I was like, what? I don't care about this. Why is these niggas in space in a spaceship? I don't care about that.
Well, you know, all of the heroes do go to
if you don't
space
mind,
at
I'm
one
gonna
point
finish
or
my point
another.
real quick. I'm gonna finish my point real quick. Like Star Wars, I didn't care about the space battles. I cared about the Jedi and what they were doing. And so the space flights and all that stuff, all those battles, those were the least of my that was the least part of what I liked about Star Wars. So I'm just gonna go with Guardians of the Galaxy because I really don't care for the franchise. So I'm gonna hand it off. Zelmay.
Guardians of the Galaxy is probably my favorite because I basically think I know what the story gonna be, and it's a lot of focus on Rocket the Raccoon, and that's one of my favorite characters in MCU because he's been amazing, and I feel like I'm gonna be real sad at the end of this movie because if you bringing a high evolutionary in there, somebody gotta go.
I was going to say he's got to put somebody down.
He is literally insane. And shout out to the black man for be the first one to put somebody down in a long time. It's time. Kang and High Evolutionary. We putting these.
They can work a mutant tie-in into the High Evolutionary coming into play too. Actually,
yeah, you can even play it off Wanda somehow.
Yeah, I was about to say they could make a mutant play in this, which would be kind of weird.
And Adam Warlock shows up. Come on now.
Yeah, Adam Warlock that's fire.
Well,
to Monte point, Sentry and Blue Marvel is scheduled to be here by at least next year.
Yeah, I suppose I remember seeing a couple of that.
Do you guys think we get the Void the same time we get Sentry?
See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I love the fact that y'all talk about these things that nobody else knows about in the comics.
You
let
don't
them
know about it.
You don't.
Okay, me and like 10-year-olds and younger don't know.
So
we're just enjoying the movie.
No,
we're talking about the Void.
Well, the Void and Sentry are the same person.
I seriously doubt the Void showing up in the Thunderbolts.
But let me.
Who is Heimdall?
Let me throw mine out. So just to get mine, I would say the one I'm looking forward to the most is probably Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Not necessarily because of the Guardians themselves, but because this is supposedly the last movies with the Guardians, period. I'm expecting some pretty serious things to happen in the movie. I'm expecting like some people to go. I'm expecting some tidbits of some Kang plans or like some powerful things. Like I'm expecting some big things for the future as a result of this movie. Because if we ain't gonna get no more of these five, you gotta have something for them to be a send off on. Like it's gonna be something serious. I expect them to go close to all out. Like for this movie, I expect this movie to have a lot in there. I generally do.
Yeah.
So because of that, I'm expecting a lot. Just from Marvel got to show out the last Guardians movie, the last time using these actors supposedly, or at least some of them, and this is their last hurrah.
And James Gunn is going to DC.
So
Batista gonna come back to WWE.
Yeah, this Batista's last contract. He said he did not get re-signed. James Gunn is officially over DC.
May I ask you a question? The snap of the Guardians of the Galaxy, who all went with the snap?
All of them, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm expecting with that. The only other one I'm gonna say that I'm least looking forward to.
Rocket didn't.
The Last of Us.
Rocket didn't.
Rocket did live. I know Groot went, but
Groot did go.
I say the last
Star-Lord went too, right?
Yes, everybody besides Rocket.
Yeah, everybody but Rocket. They all went. Because Rocket helped Thor go to the go.
Yeah, because Gamora was done beforehand.
Because Groot was there too. Rocket and Groot live. Everybody else is gone.
Okay, they didn't want to see all them kids crying in the movie theater.
Yeah, that might have been. I was gonna say.
Groot was the hilt for Stormbreaker. But
Okay,
regardless of that,
got
The Last of Us we pretty much know. But The Last of Us we pretty much know the story. I've seen it 1,000 times. Oh well. I'm gonna also throw Beast Wars down there a little bit as well, mainly because I'm afraid they're gonna screw it up. And I say this because Transformers, what was it, the Fallen Knight? I want to say.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
Animal Transformers in the movie before, and it did not go well. So I'm a little.
But this looks a lot better, though. This looks a lot better.
They may not act better, or they may not play them better. But I'm apprehensive on the movie just because I feel like they might screw it up because we haven't had a really good Transformers movie since what, the third one?
I was little.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the third. Yeah, because that was the third one was the first one that Shia LaBeouf was out of.
So I'm like, we about 2 to 3 Transformers movies deep that's been bad. I like the idea.
They were visually cool, though.
I'm thinking it's gonna be wonderful. I'm like, I want you to surprise me that it's good, but you expect me to be good? No, I don't expect it to be good. We'll see how that goes.
It's pure nostalgia bias. I can't even front. My pick is based off of pure nostalgia bias.
And she says it's debatable. Like I feel it because if I remember the third one, because the following, but no, it might be the following. Well, hold on.
What was that? Is that the one where they fight old boy on the moon, right?
Yeah, that's the following because Sentinel Prime is the other one.
Yeah.
Like
Isn't this Stephen Cable's second movie directing? Big movie he did Creed 2.
What it do? I don't know.
Yo, what up?
Well, we'll see. We'll see how that one rolls with it. I think she I actually like once you try to kill off Bumblebee, it's like, you know what, I'm done with it. And I know the third one because it was a trilogy, they're trying to go off on like big things with Shia LaBeouf and everything. I feel you, I understand. It's a lot. I'll say I'm apprehensive on this movie because I don't know if it's gonna be good. Just because last time they had a T-Rex fighting Optimus Prime and somehow they did. I'm just like
that ride at Disney World is mad fun though. I'm not gonna lie.
Be good. Like
the ride is fire.
The ride is fire.
Good, but you can't expect me to expect that it's gonna be good, especially because you have to introduce animals again out of nowhere. And you introduced them before. I'm like,
but if they just follow the story of Beast Wars, it could be good.
They're not telling the story of Beast Wars because Optimus is here and he's not in Beast form.
Optimus Prime has friends that are humans that decided to take a little hike in some random jungle, and there is a mechanical ape there that says,
"How does the Allspark get into the animal?"
No. Matter of fact, he is an animal version of Dr. Umar, and he's trying to tell Optimus Prime about his history.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
He said, "Nigga, did you know it's niggas before you? That's you."
Regardless.
See, I'm here off nostalgia bias. I'm not even gonna front.
Oh yeah,
that's fair.
We're gonna end it off on a positive note before we just go down into the
Rocket dying. Oh my god,
that's
negative.
Positive note.
That's negative.
We'll see how that goes. We'll leave the situation alone because we've had enough situations already today.
Evolutionary killed Rocket and
we'll go with
girlfriend.
Appreciate everybody. Make sure to leave the likes, subscribe. Please send some support. Let us know what you like, what you don't like. Stream, share the links to the live, support everybody, and of course, let everybody sign off on their own. Let's have a peace. Where can they find you?
You can find me at Overall 99 Media. Wanting a black woman villain in the MCU. That's what I want.
That's one thing. Afro Kami, where can they find you at?
You already know. Afro Kami 765 on everything. You can catch me on Overall 99 Media, being an Overall 99 scumbag, mad anger kinks all over the internet, somewhere being flagrant at all points in time, guaranteed.
Of course, and then we do have the one and only Unico Williams. Do you hear me?
Thank you for not going into a whole spiel about everything you know about me. No DoorDash this week. UnicoWilliams.com is where you can find me. All those roads lead to me. We are playing. We finally finished Red Dead Redemption. We're on the epilogue of that now, but that's okay. We are playing Ragnarok at this point.
Let's go.
Because we did not land on Ragnarok. Ragnarok landed on us.
Tell them, Joe.
So they say. But of course, I am Monterey Hudson. Of course, you can find me everywhere it says Monterey Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Blur Cartel over on 99 Media, and Broke Ugly Dudes, all on YouTube, all on Facebook, all everywhere. Like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate y'all for joining us. We out.
Give Jay $5 million to pay